Marcia. Marcia lived with her stepmother Minty and her father Moppy in a large mansion. Her father had his own business and was often traveling across the country. Marcia was left home with her stepmother and her two stepbrothers, Muddy and Mushy. Every morning the boys would yell at her and put dirty socks under her bed. They would leave cookie crumbs on the floor of her bedroom. They would use their muddy shoes to track dirt all over the floors in the hallway. The rooms would look like pig pens, and they would force Marcia to clean them before she went to school. One day, while her father was away, she and her friend Maria had a wonderful idea. They put on rubber gloves, went into the woods, and gathered poison ivy plants. They smeared the leaves all over the sheets of Muddy and Mushy's beds. That evening, the boys were up to their usual mean tricks. Marcia just smiled and said, "Thanks, guys, but now it's my turn." The very next morning, the boys woke up feeling very itchy. Their mother suggested they stay home from school. They did not want to miss the baseball game, though, so they grabbed their backpacks and ran out the door. As the day went on, they got more and more itchy. They were sent to the nurse. Muddy and Mushy had poison ivy all over their arms, legs, and bodies. The nurse sent them home for 2 weeks. Marcia and Maria got them good, so they never bothered Marcia again. Well, not as much anyway. 3 little ants. One day, 3 little ants, Frank, Albert, and Tommy, set out to seek their fortune. They waved goodbye to their mother and set down the road with suitcases under their arm. Frank, the oldest, found a nice place on the hillside to build his home. He built out of pieces of straw he found laying on the ground. His house went up quickly in just one day. Frank settled in and was happy. Albert was the second oldest. He wanted to make the house that was a little sturdier than his brother's house. He gathered sticks, tied them all together with strong ropes, and cut windows and doors. He also made an oven out of mud, rocks, and dirt. It took him about 3 days to build his house, and he was happy. The youngest brother was Tommy. Tommy was very wise and careful. He collected strong pieces of wood, cut each one carefully, and fitted the pieces together perfectly. He bought tiles for the roof and poured a cement floor. His house was the talk of the neighborhood, and he finished it in 2 months. One morning, Billy, the anteater, was walking around the neighborhood. He noticed the 3 new houses. Billy smelled ants, so he stopped to see if he could get a few to snack on. Frank's house was easy to push over. It was made out of straw. Unfortunately for Billy, Frank ran out the back door to Albert's. Albert's house was a little tougher to knock over, but Billy succeeded. Albert and Frank escaped again, and Billy got sticks in his nose. Finally, he came to the last house. He sucked as hard as he could, but the 3 ants would not come out the front door. Instead, he got a nose full of hot sauce. That Tommy. Billy's nose was burning. He ran away and never bothered the brothers again.